Hello and welcome. In this lecture, I'm going to introduce you to the Postgres OR operator. The OR operator basically is used as a filter to filter records based on certain conditions. So with the OR operator, it will return any conditions that matches, to return records that matches any condition you have set. So you usually will specify more than one condition. It doesn't have to match all the condition. As long as it matches one, it will return data for whichever condition it matches. It is usually specified inside the where clause of the select statement. Let's have a look at a typical syntax, how you specify the OR operator. So with the OR operator, you can use it to filter records based on one or more. So the syntax basically looks something like this. So once you've written the key select statement, you've specified the from keyword, and then in the where clause is where you specify the condition that the data will return from the query. So with the OR operator, you have to specify several conditions. So you can specify as many as you want. If the query matches all the conditions, it will return data for all the conditions. If it only matches one, it will still return the records for that condition it has matched. The best way to show you this is to illustrate how it works. So let's go over to our PG admin and see how to implement this. I have logged into my PG admin tool, and the database we are going to use is the DVD rental database. So it's going to belong to the public schema, and these are the tables for the database. It's got 15 tables in total, and the table I'm going to use for this lecture is the city table. So I'm going to expand so you can see the columns. These are the columns for this table. It's got city ID, city country ID, and then last update. So to run the query, I right click on the table name and click on the query tool to launch the query window. Before I use the operator, I just want to quickly type in a query here just to select the data or the columns I want. Actually, because the columns in this table are not that many, I'm going to just get all the columns. I'm going to use asterisk to get all the columns, and I'm going to specify from is where you indicate the name of the table. So I'm going to just execute this query now. So it's going to get all the data from this table called city. So let me run that, and it returns 600 rows from this table. So there are 600 records inside this table. So this is without applying any where clause as a filter or the OR operator as a filter. So now I want to change this structure of this query and implement a where clause. So I'm going to add a where clause. And inside the where clause, I'm going to use the city column, which is this column here. I'm going to apply some conditions to that column. So I'm going to say where the city is equals to, I'm going to select, these are all the cities at the moment. I'm going to select one that I know is not there in the database, and I'm going to select one that I know is definitely there. All right, so I'm going to select Atlanta, and when you are selecting text, you need to enclose it in quotes, okay, so that the database can read that. So I'm going to say where the city is Atlanta, or this is where I apply the or operator, or city equals to London. Okay, I know we've got London in the database, but I know we haven't got Atlanta inside this database. So these are the two conditions I've specified using the or operator. So it will return any data that matches both or either of these conditions, either where the city is London or city is Atlanta. So let me execute and you can see. You can see it's only returned 2 rows because, as I said, Atlanta doesn't exist there, but it's return record for London. If I was to change this to, say, Abu Dhabi, I know there is an Abu Dhabi there, and I run this again, I expect to get more than 2 columns. You can see it's giving me 3 because I know Abu Dhabi exists. So the or operator is quite useful because you can use that to specify a range of conditions for data to be returned. That's how you use the or operator. Many thanks for watching, and bye for now.